Going on to Rome's. So Minnesota Vikings free agent quarterback Slingin Sam Darnold, a.k.a. America's quarterback, came out of the gates looking really damn good. September NFC Offensive Player of the week, of the month. One of the two. Almost said year. Yeah. But should have stopped the count after September. Wake me up when September ends. And it looked like he revitalized his career. And maybe there's even an outside chance that he'll be back, even with J.J. McCarthy on the rooster. But so something weird has happened to Darnold over the last couple weeks. Colts game, Jaguars game, notably the Jaguars game, which was by far his worst game of his Vikings tenure and is one of the worst games of his NFL career, where he was 24 of 38, 241, 0 goose egg D'Angelo Russell touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 48.2 quarterback rating, which is not good. And the Vikings didn't score an offensive touchdown, and 12 points. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. And it was very frustrating because the defense played great, and also, frankly, outside of Darnold, the offense looked pretty damn good as well. They still put up 400 yards of offense despite Sam Darnold, or maybe with Sam Darnold, but also drive stalled, points were taken off the board, field goals were settled for, turnovers happen. It's just not good, man. And O'Connell was even asked directly after the game if he had considered benching Darnold. Will Rag at Sports Illustrated. Kevin O'Connell says there was never a single moment where he considered benching Sam Darnold today. Quote, I was looking at it as a great opportunity to see growth, end quote. He thinks Darnold will be better moving forward because of these hiccups. And I know a lot of people are clamoring for Darnold to sit, but remember who's on the bench. Like, Nick Mullins is not a paragon of taking care of the football. Like, Nick Mullins has a promise to you. There will be 4 touchdowns today. I don't know to which team, but there will be 4 touchdowns today. That's what Nick Mullins does. So I don't know, but what is going on with Darnold? So he does lead the NFL in turnovers right now with 13, 10 interceptions, 3 fumbles. Most of his interceptions were just forces to Justin Jefferson, including all 3 against the Jaguars. And I know your first one, deflection, whatever. Second one was a bad call by the refs, who's clearly on the ground. Third one was just bad. And you take into account the 2 from the Colts game where he's forcing things. The first one in the red zone, second one, you got 5 interceptions in 2 games. That's not acceptable. And thanks to the defense, the Vikings pushed in terms of the turnover battle 3-3, but there is a clear correlation between winning the turnover battle and winning the game. And Darnold right now, it's not good. And he's hanging on to the ball too long. He's looking for that knockout shot. And frankly, the offensive line, who played pretty decent against the Jaguars and to a degree the Colts, maybe that's a detriment. Maybe him having time lets him overthink things and has him look for the 10-point play every single drop back, which is not a good function for this offense, especially when Hockenson is back, especially when Aaron Jones is so good out of the backfield, especially when Josh Oliver is doing some good things as well. Like, there's so many options underneath. Addison's getting open too, but I mean, I understand it. You have Justin friggin' Jefferson, the best wide receiver in the game, but it behooves Darnold not to keep forcing it. And also it behooves Kevin O'Connell, who knows that Darnold is forcing things. So how about we mix up the play calls? How about we make sure that Darnold either has to move off of his first read or is given other options so he isn't target fixated on 1-8, right? And hopefully we'll get things right, because Darnold throughout the season has had some great moments, but last couple of games it's just been stuck. And I do hope that Darnold, like Kevin O'Connell said, we'll take these moments to learn from it, because, I mean, the Vikings, very fortunate to get a win in these last couple of games, but that's not going to be acceptable for this next stretch. Like, it's tough to win every single ball game, and the Titans defense is pretty legit. Same thing with the Bears offense, not so much. And the Cardinals and the Falcons are going to be in the mix of the NFC playoff chase. Seahawks as well, Packers and Lions. You can't have these mistakes over and over and expect to win. You just can't do it. So Darnold's got to get ish cleaned up, and offensively, they have all the firepower, they have all the talent in the world, and Darnold just needs to not be the reason why they lose, right? And you could say, sure, that takes away some aggressiveness, and we love the shots downfield, yes, but even those aren't hitting with frequency. So hopefully we'll get back to where we once belong, and We love a comeback story here in America. And hopefully Darnold, draft bust, mid-season bust, rises up again. There you go. But your thoughts are thoughts. What the hell's going on with Sam Darnold? I don't know. Let us know. Comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.